You better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Activate. Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Activate. Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey,
Activate. Let's go.
hey.
Hi. I'm coming.
You
Hold
cannot.
on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay, I'm back. Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness. I love you guys. Welcome back to my show, The Shine W Way Show. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please. So, I love you all. Shout out to Miss Tony Baby for the super sticker. Oh my God, I love you. Yeah, I love y'all. She says, thank you for your commentary and your surviving. Oh my gosh, you're welcome. Yeah. Yes. Miss Tony Baby, you know, you earned it. You know, you earned it, you know? You guys earned those survivings. You earn my commentary because you guys are amazing, you know? Because you guys keep coming back and supporting me, but a lot of times you're not hitting the like. Did you hit the like? I love you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Girl, I need a haircut. Like immediately. Okay. If you've only known my life the last couple days, it's been like. But I love you guys. So I'm trying to get on coffee, but I don't have PayPal. Okay, I'm gonna try to work that out for you, Kaylon. I'll work that out for you. Shout out to Tammy says, miss you. Oh, missed you too. I've been feeling under the weather, but I feel a lot better. So I was thinking, why not go live and say hello to the people, because they love you guys. Again, please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. So y'all. The title says Larry Reid is still gay. Very true. Okay. Absolutely. Tasha K interviews new Larry Accuser. Okay. It also says Larry Reid blocked me. Larry suing ? Okay. That's what that word, because that queer has always been Sue happy. So and my girl, I'm gonna sue you because I'm gay. I'm gonna sue you because we did gay stuff. I'm gonna sue you because I think your sister's pretty, but let's boy and boy it. So let me put this up on the screen, and I'm my girl. Let me put this up on the screen, and I'm my girl. So shout out to Trans Rena. Keep it going, girl. Now y'all know Tasha K has been chasing Larry Reid down the street for a very long time. Absolutely windmilling like this. And I'm a girl. Larry Reid. All right. Now we have recently found out for the 276th time that Larry Reid is and I'm a gay and I'm a girl. Do we care? No, because he's always been that. No one cares that he bobs for cock. No one cares, girl. No one cares. We all know. We all know you. We know. We all know. We all know. So, no surprise. It's like you totally suck. You know what I think? You're like uber gay. You're like super gay. We know. It's like nothing straight about you. Like you're as straight as a roundabout. Like there is no straight roundabout. So I'm just like, yeah. We all know that he's like uber gay. So how you do it? Like we get it, right? We get it. How you do it with a Bible? Okay, telling y'all to go like this. That's what they were. The problem that came in with him, him doing that is that he was using the church's money allegedly to do so. That's what that were. So I'm just telling y'all what I heard, right? So this one dude, where he at? Let me pull him up. Let me pull him up because I just came to be messy. I don't give up about none of this, and the reason why I don't care. No, I don't give up about none of this. And you want to know why? You want to know why? Because all of the people that keep coming forward with this information about Larry Reid and my girl have known for a very, very, very long time. Okay? They've known for a very long time. Okay? And they chose not to say anything. But these are the same people pointing the finger as they come forward. The same ones that say, "Oh, I'm advocating." I'm like, what? Excuse me? What? Y'all the same ones pointing the finger. Even other YouTubers were entitled, "Where were y'all in 2019? Minding our fucking business." Yeah. I get to talk about what the I want to talk about. And you're upset. Now, you see, I believe Levante when I first heard the story, right? Okay. And then you have a person like Vincent that knew Levante was telling the truth by experience. Now, I was going off of the truth that came out of Levante. I just felt like he was telling the truth. The details in the story, they lined up. Things are going to be murky. Being a victim and whatnot, things, trauma, and what you're going to, it's a different walk every time you walk it, because it's traumatic. So nobody wants to really remember something that they didn't want, whatever. So I believe them then, right? With no experience with Larry Reid. Now, again, Vincent knew Levante was telling the truth because he had experience with Levante's story, meaning we have experienced the same things. I have no experiences with Larry. None. Okay? He's ugly. All right? So we don't have any experience. So I'm a girl. So off of just believing Levantre's story with him being a victim and not wanting to question him because he's entitled to it. Okay, I'm not into the game of debunking victims. That's weird. Hair flip. It just is what it is. I feel like the only people that should be debunking victims are the accused. The accused has every right to debunk someone saying something about them and it's not true. But for others to step in, that's weird. It's weird. So, and I'm a girl. So then you got somebody like Vincent. Then he want to come forward, and then it's kind of, I think, taken aback by people like me that are going to look like, to me, you're not a whistleblower. You were blowing the whistle. You're not a whistleblower. Like, no. You're giving BJs. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're not a victim. You were a willing participant. You were an adult making an adult decision to sleep with a married man for 13 years. With that mouth. So if you can come forward and say what you want to say, fat tongue ass. I'm like, girl, please. Yeah, you're not a hero. You're no one's hero. You could have been Levantre's hero. Yeah, remember all those years ago when you heard about it and you did nothing because you were too busy in Larry's office? Yes, a boss. Not your man, huh? Your man would never do that, would he? Your married man would never do that. This man got a whole wife. You sleeping with him. I'm all for a person turning over new leaves. God forgives all sin, but you got a lot of sin. That's a lot. 13 years. So the whole marriage, basically. Gross. 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 That doesn't make me want to go anywhere near you. Yeah, we don't want you around our men or our food. No. We don't want you around our man or our food. Yeah. We go, you come too, type of situation. We go into the store. Yeah, faith. Let the family stay with me and the family, my husband. Look at here, Faith. Yeah, you gonna come with us. Come on, Ebony. Yeah, you're gonna come with us, Ebony. Y'all let me out. I thought you was gonna go with us. No, I can't. So look at here, Ebony. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Yeah. Here, Flip. And then have the audacity to come forward and on a public scale and apologize for sleeping with a woman's husband. You are awful. I'm like, he that is awful. Awful. Doesn't matter if she's not with him, if he was gay the whole time, all of that. Oh well. Awful. Because y'all playing with God is who y'all playing with. That's the problem. That's why it's so awful. Because y'all call yourselves Christians. Like, I'm like, that's so it's deplorable. Unknowingly sleeping with a married man versus sleeping with a married man are two different things. Okay? Now, I can understand somebody unknowingly sleeping with a married man, finding out that the person's married, and still sleeping with them because the feelings and the connection of it's already there. So it's not easy to just rip apart. That's why it's usually like a heartbreaking situation for the person that isn't married. So for you to be knowingly sleeping with this man, like, it takes a pretty deplorable person to do something like that. Looking that woman in her face every single day, like, gross. Because you're apologizing, meaning that she didn't know. Meaning she didn't know. You sat there and watched her basically go crazy in her mind because she knew he was messing around and you knew he was like It don't make you a good person because you say, like, I mean, you're still dirty. I'm like, yeah, you're like one of the worst kind of people. And then try to act all sympathetic and empathetic at the same time. I'm like, girl, please. If I was Larry, I would slap the spit out of your mouth. He pulling up to drop off money. No, I'll be pulling up for a whole nother reason. Because to bring up my family, my wife, my ex-wife, the children, all of that, you got me up. All because I found some new booty. Act like I'm coming forward out of the kindness of my heart. You're coming forward for clout. And we'll give it to you because we don't like him. So, come on. It don't mean we're going to like you in the process. It don't mean you're going to be embraced in the process. It does not mean that. Now, you got the, the content creators that are basic. And, of course, they'll flock to you. But bad bitches, yeah, it's a little bit, it's a little bit harder to get our attention. Sweetie. So, yeah, and I'm a girl. So, yeah, my gang, your gay, don't. So, yeah, I'm not about to just call out because I'm unbiased. We all know that Larry is an awful person. We know that. That's nothing new. What we didn't know is that you were the same thing, Vincent. That's what we didn't know. You coming forward, introducing us to another evil bastard. Because that's what you give. You absolutely do. Very vindictive, sneaky, conniving. Someone for 15 years you decided to do this to, like to come public and do like that shows your character too. It doesn't just show his. You're so hell-bent on pointing a target at him that you slapped one on your back in the process because you're no one's hero. Again, you have multiple opportunities to help Levantre. Levantre got sued twice by Larry. You did nothing. You stood by because you was fucking him. You're trash. That's trash. It's trash. You sat there and helped him expose pastors just to expose him later. That's trash. Like that says it speaks on you too. It speaks on him, but it speaks on you too. It absolutely does. It shows what you will allow. That's what it shows. And I'm a girl. Like recording conversations of him speaking of Levantre, and you did nothing. You did nothing. That's trash. You feel like because you could have been did this. You could have did this with, but you want to talk about people wasting time. That's weird. Who's wasted more than you? It took you 13 years to figure this out, 15 years to figure this out? Or did you know 15 years ago? But just allowed it because of the things that you were getting. You say, we went on vacation. I never lifted a finger, never reached for my wallet. Again, complicit. Because you knew what was going on. And you need to keep it real about you, Larry and Shamarco. The problem with Shamarco is that you, Vincent, want Shamarco. Girl. Because don't play with me around. Because it's Carbo Papio. Vincent, you were in love with Larry. And you still are. Why? I don't know. Because he's fucking ugly. And then you got Shamarco. Shamarco. The guy that you've always been attracted to. The one who stripped in front of you, you stripped in front of just so he can pry information from you, but never really wanted you. This is the problem. Shamarco is the main interest. That's the main issue within this moment in time. You like both of them, but you really fell for Shamarco. You did. Like, you have feelings for him. It wasn't just Larry, because all of y'all is weird. It was going around doing all type of stuff with each other and all of that. Like, girl, please. Because all Shamarco wanted from Vincent was information. He didn't want Vincent. Shamarco looks at you as gross. He's not attracted. So you you ain't this type of hype. So and I'm a girl. So yeah, he'll pass. Absolutely. He'll pass. Because him and Larry been doing this since they were teenagers. This started a long time ago. A long time ago. So he was just making sure that he was still the top, the main chick. Girl. That's all. So he was just using you to see, like, okay, well, let me get pride to see how much information I can get out of him, because I done put way too much in this for somebody to come in here and jump in my spot. So that's all he was doing, was checking to see if you was trying to be that HBIC. He's seen that you wasn't. He skedaddled, is what that word. Because he was sleeping with other men, Shamarco and Larry, allegedly. They were sleeping with other men. It just wasn't him. It wasn't Vincent. Like it didn't sound like they slept with you. You only slept with Larry. You didn't get that bite on Shamarco, which you always wanted. You did. You were very interested in him. Remember, you said you willingly went to another pastor's house with him, and both of you stripped in front of each other, but nothing happened. You know, y'all would send each other videos of y'all doing certain things to yourselves and whatnot. Y'all exchanged nudes, but it never went anywhere. Correct. It's called manipulation. That's what Shamarco was doing, manipulating you because he seen that you liked him. Oh, you like me. Oh, you're interested in me. Even better. I can keep you on a hook by, you know, flirting with you a little bit and whatnot to make you feel like I'm interested when I think you're gross. You know the movie Mean Girls? When she walked by in the vintage jacket, she was like, oh my God, where did she get that? She's like, it's my mom's. She's like, oh, that is, when she walked away, she's like, oh, that is the ugliest thing. So that's awkward. You feel used, Vincent, and you were. That's all. Absolutely. You were playing the game, but you were losing the game. Okay, girl. Because you wanted Shamarco and that didn't happen. Okay. So that's where the issue really came in with you and Larry. Okay. Because you got bored of Larry too. Because all of you were sleeping with other people. Okay. Yeah. You spent a lot of time with Larry, but Larry also spent a lot of time with other men. So yeah, you were spending time with other men too. So you were like basically his like toy. I guess like when he was bored or didn't have any other option, you were the pick, is what it gives. Like Larry didn't like want you, but you were useful, you know? So that's why he kept you around, you know, with the helping with the show and all that stuff. You're useful. So he kept you around for multiple reasons, but the main reasons was to, you know, your holes were the main reason. And you were completely fine with that. You know, you really felt like you was that girl while you were with Larry. You felt like the queen of the castle. But the weird part about you feeling like the queen of the castle is that Larry was married. So you're knowingly sleeping with a married man, and you could have cared less. You could have cared less. You didn't care that he was married at all. So growing older and parting ways from said person. So since you're no longer sleeping with him, now it's okay to, well, I'm going to tell everybody. Why? I'm like, why? Because I don't buy the whole you're coming for like victims and stuff. I don't buy that. I'm not even willing to hear that at all whatsoever. Levantre got sued twice. Absolutely. Levantre went around for years with his story. For years, you did nothing. You said nothing. You were complicit. Like, because you're sleeping with them. Like, you're gross. I'm like, you're not. So you knew that Levantre was telling the truth. And because you were sleeping with a person that was doing it or did it to him, it was okay. Because if it wasn't okay then, why would it be okay now? Okay, so for you to not say anything then, that means that it was okay because you didn't say nothing. So now you want to come forward and say like it matters now. No, it always mattered. It was always important for his story to have been told. 100%. Now, Levantre couldn't force you to come forward, but when you do, don't come forward trying to use that man's name. Don't come for how disrespectful. I'm like, it was hard for me to even watch it because I'm like, you are awful. Like, dude, I would never do this to somebody that like I know and was like cool, but like I would not do this. Like, I wouldn't do it, even if I was an enemy, like maybe a little piece, but not all that. Like, that's just way too much. And then outing people that may not want or not be ready to talk about these type of things, or their family being introduced to this stuff, and then they come and tell them like, hey, I saw you on YouTube. They said that you slept with this pastor. Did you? You was in the pictures with him. Y'all be like, you Not everybody ready to have that discussion. So you outing it without these people's permission, without the victims you call alleged, victims' permission and whatnot. I mean, there were men's body parts being shown, although it edited, still crazy. Because if this was women, I feel like people would be outraged. But since it's men, it's just kind of like, I think that's crazy. I think that's crazy. Because if he would have been straight and not had thought mouth, gay thought mouth, girl, and he put up women, this would be, oh my goodness, that video don't need to be up. Report it. That video need to be taken down. You're degrading those women like that. I'm like, what's the difference with these men? That man in the video, on that video, disrobing, he is intoxicated. You're stating he is intoxicated. Why are you showing this? Why do you think that this is okay? He didn't do nothing to Levante. Larry did. Because you telling us all this information about Larry because you're a scorned lover. We don't give up. We don't care. You feel played. So you should have did better. You should have made your pussy worth more. Like hair flip. Shouldn't have been so eager. You're like, girl, you don't, did anybody tell you to go buy no knee pads? Did anybody tell you to do that? Girl. And am I girl? Why did they tell you to load up on douches and fleets? And am I girl? Did anybody tell you to do that? Girl, please. You sitting and standing in front of that woman knowing you about to leave, as soon as she leave, you about to sleep with her husband. Or you and her husband about to go on this Bible retreat, and you know you're going to be sleep with him the whole time. But hugging first lady, all of that. Terrell. You very so much give. Why I oughta? You very so much give that. Very so much. You're no one's hero. Not at all. I'm like, oh please. I'm like, do you not see what he's doing? You don't have these people permission to say he apologized, and to the majority of them throughout the video. I'm like, this is crazy. Because I would be pissed if that was me. All to try to prove your point. You rag. All to prove your point, slut. Oh, no, you got me up. No, what's wrong with you? Now, I may have walked around the room in my underwear, something like that, for a piece of change. Nah, it is what it is. He told me to do this, he gonna pay my car off. So he paid my car off. It is what it is. I got a car. And all he getting is constipated. But I keep getting his pushed up. No, that's what that were. That's what that were. Nah. All you gonna get making enough for to get a Hanzo cord. Now that's just what that were. I can't help it. I'm Ronnie to the situation. Okay. He was very so much giving Diamond. Because Diamond wasn't really making no money. Because she was driving a Hanzo cord. And that apartment was a little piece of small. I said, Diamond, what is this? Girl, what? Girl, we strip, girl. I said, girl, girl, what? Because she only want to dance for Byron. No, I'm fine right here with you, Byron. Until Byron pulled up at the crib. And I try to tell Diamond. I said, Diamond, look at here, something wrong with him. Diamond, you need to go look. You need to go dance for Ice Cube and them, girl. Because I'm like, girl, look, at least they asked for it, you know. Girl, You over here dancing with Junior cousin, girl. So, and I'm a girl. So that's just what that were. So now, since he ain't get enough points out of the situation, and he tired of sitting over there thinking about shamarco over there on the shower ride, Mimi fostering the situation in the bathroom, whatever. I have Reid, because that's all that is. He's sitting over there thinking over and over about even this Lester dude, because he a bottom. Look at here, Tasha, you got a bottom on your show. Ho, ho, ho. So he is a bottom. He absolutely is, because Larry is an oral top. Larry is an oral top, okay? Because they asked him on camera, they said, have you? He said, I have. Okay, that's what that word. That's why we say Larry, I have. Okay, because he didn't admit it to being everything gay but gay. Okay. Okay. Have I penetrated a man? I have. Have I sucked up on another man? I have. Have I climaxed in another man? I have. Are you gay? No. What the do you call it? Hurry up. What do you call it? I don't get all that. Because you prayed after? Okay. That doesn't count. Premeditated sin, praying about you need to plan something. God ain't stupid. He get it. He see you planning it. And then you do it and be like, hey, he be like, he be looking at y'all. Y'all be praying. Please don't let me be pregnant. Please don't. He be looking at. Like, you planned all this. Like, no, you know your parents was gone. You brought him here because your parents. I don't care about you being 15. I don't care about you being 16. No. No. Okay. So, Larry, you're gay. Larry, you're real gay. Now, Larry, one thing that I don't like about you, besides you being unattractive, because I really don't like that, you blocked me on IG. And I found that weird because, first of all, you are a lot of megapixels. So I was never following you in the first place. When you follow people that look like you, y'all slow our phones down and stuff. Y'all drain the battery, all of that. It's like being on FaceTime, how it just, and I'm a girl. So you're a lot of megapixels. You're a lot of data. You are. I don't think my iPhone got that many megapixels. So, yes. I don't know what that word. I don't know what that word. People like you, even if you follow you like it automatically alerts. Sometimes just like unfollows you because you're a lot of megapixels. You take up a lot. Okay, it's a lot of evil and ugly in one picture. Okay, so let's start there. I wasn't following you. That's what I found weird. I'm like, I'm not following you. I'm at my quota of gay people that I'm following. You're not one of them. So I'm like, it's weird that you block a person that's not even following you. Why in the would I follow you? Levantre did that. Look what happened to him. Whore. So yeah, I wasn't following you anyway. And you got to remember in this equation, you wanted me. Okay. Okay. Look at here, raisinets. Yeah, I've never, like, girl, I'm bankrupting you. I'm that type of. No, you're not pulling up in that car. You're pulling up and dropping it off. Yeah, I'm that type of cool. Whenever you get through, yes. Money make the coochie go whoa whoa. So your hair flip. So yeah, you tried. So I'm like, yeah, I wasn't even following you anyway. Queer. I wasn't even following you, and I'm like, gross. I'm like, yeah, that first of all, it is very offensive when ugly people block me, raw. Because I'm like, first of all, you're unattractive as. Like, let's start there. You wasn't coming down my timeline nowhere, you ugly fuck. I said, you try. I said, and I'm a girl. And I wasn't going to put our messages out there, you trying to sleep with me. I was not going to do that. I was not going to do that because nobody can. You trying to sleep with I'm a black and guy. That's it. Black guy and not fat. You're a whore. So, I mean, it's, girl, as long as you don't look like Radio, Slodio, as long as you don't look like him, it's pretty much, a go, girl. So I'm like, yeah. Okay, girl. So, yeah. So I noticed that she blocked me, girl. And I just wanted to let you know that I don't care. My feelings are not hurt because I have a burner account. So I'm still gonna get all of the receipts that I need that you're an evil bastard. So I mean, like, I really don't care. I'm like, Larry, I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you or anybody you can go get. You ain't never spoke to anybody. You don't even have anybody's phone number. That scares me, girl. Girl, I promise you. You've never been introduced to anybody that's gonna collect me. So yeah, we don't worry about those things, girl. Nobody fears you, girl. Category. I'm bar. So yeah, we're not worried about that, girl. The gag is vicious. It absolutely is. So yeah, girl, I'm not worried about you or your minions, girl. I already told you and your little Bible thumpers. Yeah, I'm not worried about none of you guys. Okay. Look at here, LGBTQ, because that's what his congregation is full of. Y'all, all of y'all is gay. All of y'all is gay. Nah. Everybody that follow Larry is gay. If you follow Larry Reid, you gay. Whatever. Yeah, remember that. Hetero man, remember, gay's gross. So don't change it now. So no, look at here. No, absolutely not. Y'all been discriminating against us for years. Please don't stop now. Okay. I'm gonna need you discriminators to use all y'all discriminating power, and I'm a girl. And do what y'all need to do. If you follow Larry Reid, you're gay. Yes. Yes, you're gay. So, gays, you're gay. Oh, well. So I don't care what any of these gay people have to say to me. Oh, well. We all a part of this LGBT thing. So, yeah, I don't care what none of y'all got to say at the meeting, because I will cuss y'all ass out. So, yeah, I don't care. I will see y'all at the LGBTQ barbecue meeting. Okay? Because that's the church you go to. It's gay. That's the gay church. It absolutely is. So if you follow him, you listen to him, anything about that, and I'm a girl, yeah, it's gay. Yeah, absolutely is. Na says, and I'm a girl, you're gay if you keep letting Larry mental your girl, you're gay. So, because we always trying to figure out what's going on with the headline and that damn ponytail over there. Y'all already look a little piece. Na says. Okay, and I'm a girl. If you go to Larry Church, if you follow Larry on YouTube, you swallow.
Would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you
swallow?
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you
swallowed
would
up?
Have been
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed
up? Have you ever been swallowed
Hallelujah.
up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
Yes. you go to Larry Church, you a pony. If you go to Larry Church, YMCA. If you go to Larry Reid Church, YMCA. Yes, I'm a pony, and I'm a pony, and I'm a pony. If you go to Larry Reid Church, YMCA. Yes, ha, YMCA. Yes, you're a pony. You're a pony. You're a pony. You're a pony. If you go to Larry Reid Church, if you're sitting in his congregation, you're a pony. Oh, YMCA, let's see it for the boys. YMCA, yeah, they got everything. Yes, for your gays to enjoy. Yes, yes, and I'm a pony. So I'm just letting you know, if you go to Larry Reid Church again, that's what it is. Because we're going to help him embrace it. We're going to help him embrace it. We're going to have to queer embrace being queer. So, yeah, that's just what that were. Like, ooh, girl, stop playing with me, girl. I came to be messy. I don't care nothing about this situation. Since all of the people that knew everything, well, oh, where were you guys? And why didn't you say this? And all of y'all, you're bringing up this, yeah. Y'all take care of it. Since y'all know so much, we'll just hit a gag, and that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna gag. That's just what that word. I'm gonna let y'all handle that. Let Vincent handle that. Let the complicits handle that. The ones that know and saw everything, but want to come forward to the people who was like this to the situation. Why y'all ain't say nothing? Maybe because we didn't see anything. I'm like, ooh, not the seer. I said, ooh, not the witness. Ooh, not the witness asking the jury questions. Have you ever seen that? A witness on the stand asking the jury questions. Well, why y'all ain't say nothing when when I had did it? The jury gonna look at her like, who you talking to? Like, it's like, what? Like, how do you? Because that's how they coming at us. Literally, the person that witnessed the murder. We put the pieces together with the other people. We find out who the person is, and we get real close. And then all of a sudden, here comes the witness talk about something. Yeah, he did, and y'all could have been saying something. Y'all could have been doing something. It's like, not the witness. Wait a minute. That's how you sound, Vincent. I'm like, girl, not why we ain't. Look, you got beat up as a kid, didn't you? You got beat up a lot. You give that. You dream a lot. You did. You did. People used to throw you through monkey balls, didn't they? Yeah, you got pushed out plenty of swings, didn't you? Because I can see myself doing all that to you. All of the above. All of it. Gays. Absolutely. Yes, I would have picked on you. And yes, I would have slept with your man. Why not? That's what you do. So, I mean, it is what it is. Of course, Levante is not telling the truth, although the exact thing that he just said about this, I did too. Coincidence. Shut up. I'm like, yeah, you're making a lot of sense. Or not. Okay. You're so hell-bent, on getting weary. Shouldn't you be letting God do that? Shouldn't you be letting God do that? Don't you got other fish to fry? But how you see with this this wife, this woman husband? You don't want to talk about that though. Instead, you want to exploit other men by putting up their nudes and them undressing while intoxicated and all of that stuff. But you ain't want to get into your tea. Why you ain't put up none of your block-shaped nudes? Show Lego-shaped ass, Vincent. Why you ain't put up? Why folk come? Why you ain't put up any of yours? Because if I was the Larry already gay. So go ahead and just put a collage together, and I'm a girl. All of the nudes that you got of Vincent. I would. Oh, that's what we doing. Okay. Because I find it mighty weird, Vincent, that you put up everybody's nudes pretty much and etc. Edited nudes, except for Larry's. I was like, well, we're not gonna get a piece of Larry. I want to see what a standing frog is shaped like. Yes. I want to see what a human bat is shaped like. And my girl, I'm like, yeah, strip him down. Let us see. Hurry up. I'm like, why don't we see Larry? Why are you putting out everybody but Larry? Ain't that who you pop? So it's give you're popping all the people that he chose over you. Is what it's giving. All the people you were jealous of. Yeah. All the ones that took your Fridays. We're supposed to be together, Larry. You're supposed to be mine. Bored. Why won't you see Larry? I just found that weird. I'm like, why he popping everybody but Larry? Can we see Larry? Isn't that the enemy right now? Or oh, it's shamarco. Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. Can we see Larry, girl? Because he done already let us know that he done, left it in. We already know that he leave it in. And I'm going to leave it in. We can do it. We already know he leave it in. We already know he ain't no pull-out champ. Larry just leave it on in there. Ohio. Larry, you leave it in there, Ohio. And I'm a girl. So we already know that they leave it in. Yeah. Put it right there. Yeah. So we didn't get to see Larry. I guess we wasn't special enough. I guess he waiting for that. He waited to try to get, just in case the bribe, the coins, lay off of. He need a higher offer. And my girl. Yes, he's gonna like us. Not you next. You next. Remember, I got you bending over. I got you picking up a basketball with your booty. Now remember that now. Remember, I got that pick. Okay. Remember the missing bowling pin? Where was it? Where do we find the missing bowling pin? So it is what it is. That's what that word. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. And I'm a girl. So what? That now he didn't want to empty it quick. Period. So yes. So that little piece of that later. I guess he's gonna, because or is he looking at that as revenge? If he does it to Larry, because he ain't never get a chance to, do nothing to shamarco, girl. Absolutely. Shamarco said gross, Vincent. I didn't say that he did. He totally said gross because he never hooked up with you at all whatsoever. I think it's because you're shaped like a Christmas tree. I don't know. Maybe it was given happy holidays, you know, because now you're more so than like snowman. But at that time you were still awkwardly shaped. You were. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to you, Vincent, but you was a built up badass hoe. You weren't a gay baddie, girl. Yeah. See, you take women's men, gross. A gay baddie. We stay in our lane. Yeah, absolutely. It's plenty of rich gays. Larry. You knew they was gonna separate. You should have just gone ahead and let Shamarco ruin their wedding, ruin their marriage, and then you could have scooped them after. But no, leave it to you to be thought mouth, you know, and just immediately, just girl. Yeah. So it gives you can only give hot guys when you're around Larry, girl. Other than that, it's very basic. Like you went to a very so much basic life, girl. Is what it gives. And it gives that you miss Larry. You miss Larry in this big gay church. So Larry, I have Reid, is pushing a narrative, and I'm a girl, that people are attacking him for his sexuality and, you know, things like that. And again, I don't feel like it's that. I think it's because the church and their money, again, have been merged. Okay. Because there are people going around, people like Lester, in the interview that he conducts with Tasha K on Tasha K Live. Y'all go check that out. And I'm a girl. That you have been misappropriating the church's funds. Okay. And I'm sure that Tasha had that question because when she did the first Surviving on You on her Tasha K Live, which you never sued her for, and you said that you were, let me get something to drink. Mighty Wear how you will sue Daryl Moore and sue Levantre, but not Tasha. That's weird. It's giving you still want to be friends with her, and I feel like she's at her gay friend quota. Absolutely. You guys tried that before. Remember that? Remember that? Remember when you guys tried it before? Yeah, it didn't work. So, yeah. Go away. Okay? I told y'all, Tasha belongs to me. Oh. What is so mad, girl? They swear they hate her. You really don't. Larry, if you had it your way, you and Tasha would be talking. You would be being cool with her. Yeah. You miss her. You do. You absolutely do because you didn't sue her. Yeah. I feel like you didn't sue her because you're hoping that there's still room for resolve, that you and her could work it out one day. I think that's why. You haven't sued her because you said you were. Oh, you swore, but now you were. Then you said it was going to take like over $200,000, and I'm a girl, to pop Tasha because you was going to pop her. Right? Remember that? It was around the same time Vincent said you contacted him because that's when he all of a sudden it was back on the payroll because y'all had cut the check. But then since Levantre had went on Tasha K Live and popped you, and I'm a girl, then all of a sudden you wanted to turn the check back on. You know, he looked up, you sitting out there in his driveway ugly in a nice car. Okay? Absolutely. That's just what that word. So, and then obviously Vincent, once again, Mr. Complicit, he's just so trash to me. Like, I'm just like, this dude is like, whoa, like not my cup of tea, like trash. So yeah, so if you're not using the church's money, I feel like people are gonna have a problem, Larry. I do believe that you have used the church, the funds that people donate to you with all type of things. I mean, because he do make a certain coin. Doing certain things like YouTube, you know, stuff like that. And with that money, I feel like Larry gets to do what he wanted to do with it. Like that's his money. So if he want to trick on straight men or gay for pay or whatever, if he want to trick his money on those people, I mean, whatever. And I think that's why he keeps like switching his belief system, because it changes. One moment he's this, because when he was a pastor, he was doing this, and then he turned to this, and then he did this, and now he. So I feel like that's why he keeping mixing magic, and I feel like he keeps changing it because he knows that his lifestyle is not a one of the Lord. Okay, so then when people pop him, it's just like, well, I'm non-denominational, so when people pop him, I'm one of the universe. So people pop them. I've been focusing on voodoo, Ohio. That's just what that word. Okay. Every time I pop them. So I just feel like that's why you keep changing religions, because you're weird. And you're just a big old queer. That's it. It's like, be gay, but that gay does not fall into the lifestyle and the people that you are around. You are around a lot of religious people, but from what I gather, you're none of their religions. None of them. If
Everything was
your mentor,
overwhelming.
Potterhouse, you're not what he is either. You're not what he is either. So it's just like you keep switching them because you're none of them. I feel like you probably lost your faith a long time ago. But yeah, I don't get that. With him misappropriating the church's funds, I can get people tying that with his own money, because I do think he makes his own money, but I do think the donations outweigh the money that he makes. I feel like he gets way more donations than he makes, off of like YouTube. And stuff like that. I think he, probably makes a cute little coin on YouTube, but it's nothing major. He ain't making what Tasha making, stuff like that. He don't get viewed like she get viewed, and whatnot. So you're not even competing with her when it comes to money. So with people donate, and then Terrell, the Vincent, he was alluding to it as well in his video. He was saying that this woman gave her last. And, he felt so bad. He felt so bad that he didn't say nothing. He felt so bad he let her. That woman probably had that's the look, this is my last. Like, if an emergency happened this week, I'm going to have to get down on my knees and ask the Lord for it. And you allow that? I'm like, you allowed it, knowing what you know, feeling how you feel, all because you're complicit. Not because you're in fear, not because you've been threatened, not because of those things, just because we all know Larry is a punk. Not just getting him. Larry is a punk. He done did a lot of things, but putting his hands on somebody ain't it. Larry Reid has always been weird. Absolutely. He has always been heebie-jeebies. He has always been heebie-jeebies, weird, and I'm a girl. Anytime you try to normalize sleeping with family members and stuff like that, it's something wrong with you. Okay? You ain't right up here. You got to go figure that out. Okay? Because to casually speak of things like that as if they are normal means that you have a different type of acceptance for what happened. So you need some assistance. You need somebody to help you up here to figure out what's going on. And I'm a girl. Okay? Because Larry, when you talked about your cousin and what your cousin was doing to you, and I'm a girl, and then he got married later on to a woman and all of that stuff. Literally, when you talked about it like you enjoyed it. You talked about it as if your cousin was your boyfriend, like he was like your first love. You spoke of it as if you enjoyed it. See, that's the thing sometimes with when you don't understand something. So just because you may enjoy certain things that are going on, certain feelings, certain sensations, does not mean that it is okay, because that's the human function, like everybody's body. It's pleasure is pleasure. It is what it is, right? but it can be misinterpreted as wrong. So when you're going through it, when nobody actually talk to you about it and show you and tell you about the things that were wrong and why they were wrong, then in your mind you can internalize them as okay, meaning that instead of it actually to you being it wasn't. It was something that you kind of looked forward to. And you shouldn't have, but you were, because of the sensation that you felt, not because it was okay, not because you should have been doing it. You knew you shouldn't have been doing it. You knew it was wrong because other people weren't. That's the quickest way to figure out something isn't right. Seeing something on TV, like watching a TV show or something to show you another dynamic, to show you that, okay, well, if they living like that, why are we living like this? Like people that grew up on a farm, they've never watched television or whatnot. They're not missing out on anything. They don't know nothing. If there's, all this technology and stuff out there, they're not missing out on it because that's not their upbringing. They're used to playing outside, things like that. But then you put them in front of that TV gonna bring in everything that, they're gonna see, think on commercials like this and that. So, and then to see certain things like families on TV and stuff like that, to see their dynamic, to watch like The Family Matters or, something like that, and then look at your family dynamic. If it's not near or close to it, it's going to make you question things, to be like, okay, well, why we don't live like that? Or why this ain't like this? And they got this and this person got a dog. I want a dog, blah, blah, blah. So with Larry, I don't think that he ever truly got real therapy. Like, I don't think he did, because in my opinion, I feel that he internalized it as okay, because that's how he would speak of it. He wouldn't speak of it as something bad. He would speak of it as more so of, this is my experience, and more so of in an enjoyable way. I'm like, did you like it? I'm like, I am so confused right now. Not that he had to be crying or anything like that. No, it's just in the way he explained it. He didn't explain it in a displeasure. He explained it as a pleasure, as something. He was like reminiscing. Is what it get, reminisce on the love we had. And I'm a girl. I was like, and then he, like, I get about people being like blunt and like what they say, but like bluntly saying the things that he was saying about his own family. I'm like, and then with like his female cousins and what he was doing to them, and they were, girl. It was a lot. It was a lot to drink in, and I'm a girl. So I just couldn't get down with that. I couldn't get down with that. So I thought that he and I had certain things because of what he went through before I actually heard him. Like when I heard him talk about it, I didn't want to talk to him anymore, because I was just like, whoa, like as a victim, like hearing you, we're on different. And I feel like as a victim, you have to protect your energy. Trauma bonding is never a good thing, because you can be in a different place than the other person, or they can be in a different place than you. So they could be bonded with you about something that they've had like healing and therapy and time, to get over. And you could be speaking as a person that hasn't had those things. So now the person that's speaking to you about them, that has had the proper care and therapy and whatnot, and learn new measurements to use to not fall into like depressions and stuff like that, they are prepared, to relive those moments. But you being fragile and not having the same assistance isn't. So now you are really affected by it. So you're constantly thinking about it. You can't get it out your mind, and stuff like that. And you don't want to think, so because, it's different. So I feel like I have to be protective of my energy, because you can't bond with everybody about something that you may have in common, because every situation is different. So just because you went through something similar to somebody else, is still a different walk of life. So your experience is still different. It's not the same. And that's what people get confused, because again, they may be further along in their journey than you. It does not mean that because you have this in common, let's sit down and discuss it and relive it. No, you have to protect your energy so you can deal with this in your own time, instead of bonding with someone about something that you shouldn't be, because a lot of times people will take that information and use it as ammunition against you. So then you fall out with someone that you have confided in that way, and now they're using it against you, saying the most crazy things and whatnot to hurt your feelings and hurt you. If you wouldn't have confided in them, just because trauma does not mean trauma bond. It does not mean that. Some people you just hear out, listen to their story, and leave it at that. It doesn't have to be, well, I went through. You don't always have to relate through trauma, because that's where the bonding comes in. Just relate. You'd be like, oh yeah, I've heard of things like that. That's very unfortunate. You don't have to elaborate and be like, well, what happened to me you don't have to do that. Protect your energy. You wait until you can trust that person and then confide, later on, because then you're on a different part of your journey. But to just do it right away, I would never encourage that. Keep it to yourself, and bond with people who you feel that you can. Ones that you kind of look up to. Like, okay, well, I heard their story, very powerful. They seem to be doing really well. Maybe, that I would understand, but don't just bond with everybody. So protect yourself. And that's what I did against Larry. That's why I said I don't care about him blocking me, because that's all I wanted to talk about. But after hearing him discuss it, I'm like, no, we don't need to talk. How's the fish campaign? I love you, friend. We don't need to talk. I'm like, yeah, because what you just said versus to what I would have said, we're on two different walks with this, yeah. we're just on two different walks. So I never responded, and I just left it where it was at. So that's what I did. I'm just like, yeah, no, this you gotta go. Like, I need you to get as far away from me as possible. You and your energy go away. So that's what I ended up doing, and I'm glad I did. I don't regret it. And look again at the situation. I believed Levantre right away when I heard his story, and I went and researched his story. I went and researched the things that he had to say, and I don't find it coincidental that in part of the messages, even on Tasha K Live, that Levantre shared of his receipts, he put up that Larry said to him on Facebook that he had a dream about him, and whatnot. I'm like, that is like, you are so creepy, because you said the same thing to Vincent. The same thing to Vincent is what you said, that you had a dream about him, because he said it on the call, the recorded call that of his head. I'm like, he is so weird. I'm like, what is wrong with that dude? Like, girl, you got issues. You got issues, real issues. Like, you got issues, bro. Like, because that is crazy that because you're not and then he tried to make himself seem like he like a prophet or something like that. No, you're not. You're gay. And not my girl. It's gay. Sorry, my kid's school was calling. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you're not a prophet, you're gay. Just because you I see that I'm about to lay it on you, that I'm about to leave it in. That because you prophesizing that you're about to sleep with one of them. That's not you being a prophet. You on top of them telling them that you had a dream about this? No, you had a fantasy about it, or you thought about it, or you were daydreaming about something that you've done before that you wanted to do again. This don't make you no prophet. If you was a prophet, then you would have known when all the people was going to come forward and pop you. Why you didn't see that? Why you saw everything but the people that was going to pop you? Hurry up. Hurry up. You see everybody but your accusers. To keep dreaming of victims? I'm like, not dreaming of people I've been sleeping with. Because I guess you don't dream about women, huh? That's why you're gay. If you were stricken on women and men, I would say that you're bisexual, Larry. But you're not. You're very gay. You're like super fucking gay. Like, you're gay. Ain't no women coming forward talking about some, yeah, he was stricken on me. You don't want no bull. You're scared of it. Yeah. No, because if it was me, it would be women and men. It wouldn't be. I mean, if I was doing what you're doing, I would do both. I would do both. It's like, why not? Absolutely. That's freaky. What you doing, that's called gay. Yeah. Sleeping with multiple men, bringing men on vacation and stuff with you to hop from room to room to room and then try to do group activity with them and all of that. Yay. Yeah. Sausage party. There's nothing bisexual about that. Okay. You love to say that you're single, but you're single dealing with men. You're not single dealing with women. You're not. The women that you talk to are for show because everybody know you gay. Like, you got to be mad where to not see that he gay. I'm like, he gay. Not because he acted or anything like that. Not at all. He's ugly. He's gay because he sleeps with men. Mm-hmm. A person that sleeps with women and men, that's somebody bisexual. And not meaning that is married. That does not make you bisexual. Because if you are married in a sexless marriage, but sleeping with men, what are you? Larry, when you force yourself to have intercourse with certain women, like your ex-wife, you do it to prove a point. You do it so that when people ask about certain things and whatnot, that it's true because you've done it, not because you do it. Absolutely. That's what that were. Don't be scared. It's on lips. That's what that were. That's what that were. Agree. No lube involved. It's amazing. Get into it. So, yeah, you don't even need to buy any lube. You know how much money you can save? Self lubes, bro. Self lubricates. Ain't even need a lube. That go about $200-$300 right there. And I'm a girl. So, yays. So, yeah, yay. That's, you see with dudes. You like men. You don't like women because they would be speaking. They're not, because you don't deal with them. You deal with men. So that means you're gay. That's why I say Larry Reid is still gay. You are. Like, you're gay. It doesn't matter if you don't want to label yourself that way. I don't care about none of that. I really don't. I don't. I don't care nothing about no label or nothing like that. None of that. If you don't just sleep with women, you're gay. That's how I look at it. That's it. Now, if you're a dude that has hooked up with a dude before, something like that, tried it a time or two, didn't necessarily care for it, just sleep with women. I would say somebody like that is bisexual, meaning that there's a chance that they could sleep with a man, but prefers women. Bisexual. Okay. Prefers men, but has slept with women. Gay. That's gay. Goes by preference. So you prefer dudes because that's who you're spending all your money on. Absolutely. It'll be too much like right for you. And then it's like you so bold with it because it's like you want to be known for it. You want people to think that you live this life so that you can attract other men. So that you can attract other dudes to you guys. Because a lot of times because Larry, you ugly. You're ugly. You're Uggs. So, a lot of times you can attract other people, beautiful people to beautiful people. Absolutely. So when you go into the club, you're the ugly friend, right, Larry? You magnify our beauty at the club, girl. You make us look more vulnerable. With you. Okay, you upgrade us. Okay? Absolutely. So since you upgrade us in a club, and I'm a girl, you already know you're chose last. You absolutely are. You absolutely are. Because if you wasn't chose last, then you wouldn't have to pay any of these men. You wouldn't have to pay them to. I don't have some, and I don't have to pay any of them because I'm a bad. I get what I want. Absolutely do. And your breast. So, yeah, hair flip. So yeah, you don't have to pay them. You pay these people to be around you because you know you alone are not enough. And that's unfortunate. Ooh. That's unfortunate. Absolutely. I wouldn't know nothing about it. Look at here, your swamp rat. Now look at here, Larry. So since you don't, been paying for people like Lester to be around you, I'll make sure y'all go check out Tasha K Live. The full interview is on there, and I'm a girl. Yeah, it's like Lester talking about money. Lester talking about how you had him, he was paying for the apartment that he was in. You were giving him like allowances, basically, annual money, and stuff like that. Lester doesn't admit to sleeping with you often. Bottoming for you because you're an all top. So he missed all of those things. So again, he was gay for pay. He wasn't around you because he was attracted to you. You make it seem like you didn't want anything to do with him. That wasn't a situation. Yes, it was. You even had to marry your cousin and whatnot, just like you had Shamarco. Why do all that gay? See, you don't get to shame people for having questions about why you have done all this unnecessary shit over all of these years. Be a whole just blasphemy, a walking blasphemous false prophet. And I'm a girl. Like that's all you've been. A misleader. Misleading, literally misled flock after flock after flock after flock after flock. You don't not have a church because you couldn't have a successful church. You're not a real pastor. You're not a real man of God. So your conscience will not allow you, because neither will the people. The people can see through that. People like a fearful but fearless leader. You're not that at all. Neither is TD Jakes. That's why I could never go to his church. Girl, that pot-bellied queen is not about to walk across no stage. Are they telling me nothing about the Lord? I'll pass. Girl, please. Hair flip. You can't even explain why your son was over there in the bushes down the street sucking. He ain't all in the pool pit. Why? Weird. So yeah, he couldn't. No, I would never go to his church. He can't preach anything to me. Don't even speak to me. Like, yeah, I have a pastor. What? I don't want to hear nothing he got to say. My pastor ain't never got on no stage and asked me if I swallowed.
Would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you...
Girl, please. I played that for my pastor. I said, Pastor, have you ever swallowed? He told me. I don't know. Look. So I showed him. He just looked at me. He said, we Baptist. He said, we Baptist. He didn't have an explanation. My pastor could not explain that to me. He didn't get it either. I'm like, would you ever like elaborate on this in church? Like, would you? He said, no. He said he's gonna stick to his Bible. Yeah. So he was just, that's a lot. I say, yeah, hefty. He's like, well, I want to know what he said before. I said, look at it, Pastor C. You always want to know. Now look at here. He was like, well, no, son. I'm like, no. So you want me to sit here and we watch the whole 2-hour show? Until it gets to this part? It don't matter why he said it, Pastor, he shouldn't have. Nah. And then the pastor agreed with me, and I'm a girl. Yay. He agreed with me. Nah. So, no, because he get him on the nerves. He always want to try to be unbiased and, want everybody to have a voice. And why? Our pastor, we're being Christian mean. We're being mean, but we're going to keep it cute. Okay? He won't know. But anyways, if I was really interrupted by my pastor, because he be trying it, and I'm a girl, that's why Larry ain't got no church. It's not because he couldn't have a flock. He's had flocks before. He's had churches before. And then one of the first churches he had Levante. And then, the next one he had, everybody was popping him about shamarco. He just been gay. Like, why even marry this woman and shamarco married to this person and you're marrying Lester off to you? Like, why? I don't even understand all of this because you still gay. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. You're still gay. So, I mean, you could come in here with this wife, you coming in here gay, and she coming in here with a marriage certificate because you gay. Oh, yeah, you're gay as hell. So, yeah, you're very gay. So, yeah, that's just what that were. Like, why do all this when it was just going to come out anyway? To me, that's pointless. But why? Why won't come, Lord? I'm like, why not just be gay? Instead of trying to mirror sexuality and faith, because they don't go together. They don't go together. They don't go together. Okay. There are literally gay pastors out here, and I can respect them. I can respect them for living in their truth, but still want to preach the word. I can get with that. They have a powerful relationship with God and they want to spread the message, whether people agree with their lifestyle or not, because sexuality and faith are not intertwined. Like they're not. I just find that weird that he felt like you get away with it because you want the hetero pastor with, first lady type of look, like what the other pastors look like, but the whole time you're gay. So you want the accolades of a heterosexual pastor. You don't want the accolades of a gay one, meaning that the support is going to be different. The judgment is going to be different. Some people are going to want to deal with you and some people are not. But here's the crazy part, Larry. People are going to feel that way and do that no matter what. Okay? You're going to get discriminated even if you're straight. There's still going to be certain people that don't want to deal with you, don't want to be bothered with you, don't like you, all of that. It's not going to be they're just isolating you because you're gay, because either way, you're gay. Like you give gay. That's what you give. So whether you walked in there with a wife or not, there were still people and pastors that didn't deal with you and that still don't deal with you because they've always known you're gay. Some people are just super old school and just built like that. Not encouraging it, but I mean, it just is what it is. So, yeah. So, a lot of things you wouldn't have got, a lot of rooms you wouldn't have been invited into if not for that wife that you had, the one you did so dirty. Because that was dirty. How you did her, trash. And you felt like you could. That was the thing. Like, any woman that watches him is crazy to me, or it's crazy to me. I'm not calling you crazy, but to sit here and support Larry Reid as a Black woman, being for the Black woman and want to protect the Black woman, right? Look at how he did his Black woman. Just because he's gay does not mean that he had to treat her like that. He didn't have to do that to her. He did her dirty. That woman was going around like she was crazy, knowing that he was cheating, but not being able to prove it because he has so many people like Vincent and others that was helping him hide it. But then someone to come forward and make it seem like because I wasn't involved with the Levantre thing, I'm innocent. Like, no, you still did a lot of dirty stuff. You absolutely did. So, and if Larry's going to be judged for it, why shouldn't you be? Like that's so. For Larry to do her so dirty like that, how could you support him? How could you, as a Black woman in good faith, support someone like that who treated you so someone like you so badly? Sorry. Okay. So how could you in good faith let support him? I don't get that. He did her dirty. Dirty. She followed him. She was supporting the church just like everybody else. And then for Vincent to go live and apologize to her, meaning that the things that he was saying to her is a high probability that she did not know. And he was also giving her information he knew for a fact that she did not know. Trash. That woman, well, I'm sure, was heartbroken because she loved him. She loved Larry. She loved him. She did. And he destroyed her. He did. Destroyed her. All to try to manipulate and gaslight and build her up again because he knew what he did. He knew the damage that he done, that she was damaged goods. You give a person a decent amount of your life and whatnot, and you find out the whole time, because I do think that that's dirty. Like, it's dirty to be in a relationship with a woman knowing that you like men. She deserves to know that. And it can be a hard thing to do. I'm not saying it's easy because you don't want to lose her. I've had to deal with that plenty of times within my life, but it was best that they know. It is best. It's like they need to know so that they can decide what they want to do, because that's their decision. A person like Larry took that away from Lisa. He did not give her a choice if she wanted to date and marry a gay man, because she's going off of what he is saying. So she was trusting her first man and then husband. So I'm not going to knock her for doing that. I'm not going to judge her for being like, girl, you can see he gay from a mile away. Not everybody has a gaydar. Not everybody has that. Some people are completely oblivious to it unless the person says that this is what they're doing, or they pretty much catch them red-handed. Other than that, they don't focus on those things. They don't worry about femininity and, and being in touch with emotion and certain clothing and stuff like that. They just don't worry about that. I mean, look how many alleged straight men are going around now with their fingernails painted, wearing tight pants, skirts, all, skinny jeans. I mean, it's hard to tell nowadays. It's especially nowadays, like, you just never know. Clothes used to kind of give it away. Now that don't even know more because of how it evolved and changed and merged and whatnot. So, yeah, I just feel like he did her, that was dirty, and robbed her of the opportunity to decide if that's what she wanted to do or not. He did not give it to her. He didn't, because giving it to her is being upfront and honest before certain decisions are being made. He didn't. You bamboozled her and made her think certain things, and when it no longer worked for or benefited Larry, because rather he couldn't control it anymore, or rather enough information got out, because I'm sure the whole Levantre thing didn't help and whatnot. I mean, she literally stayed married to this man while even those type of allegations were going out about him, and she defended him. So to have this woman out here looking crazy, all for your benefit, so that you can protect the energy and the money, the connections and stuff that you have by not letting what you get out there do, blows me. I just don't get that at all. When you can be upfront and organic in what you're doing and nobody have a problem with it because you're being upfront and you're being honest. No one's entitled to Larry's relationships and who he deals with. No one's entitled to that. But if you are going to believe in someone for certain reasons, then you have the right to determine what that belief system are, what those, what your belief system is. So if you like Larry because he's a this and he's a that and he doesn't, or rather you like him because he exposes pastors, stuff like that, look at him. It's like, how can I follow you because you expose pastors when look at what you're doing? Look at what you done did. Crazy. You sat there and called Levantra a liar out loud many times, sued him multiple times. All of that's for an image. Because one thing is true. Levantra told the truth in the story. He didn't lie. He told the truth. And Larry admitted it. I still have the recording. So when he will omit what he was saying. So I'm like, please. Sitting there having those type of inappropriate conversations with somebody under the age of 18, like that is trash. Like there's no excuse for it. None. There's no reason Larry should have been sitting in the room confiding with especially anything sexual with a 17, 16, 15. None of that should have been happening. None of it. And no one should have to tell him that. That shouldn't have to be somebody have to tap you on the shoulder and tell you, hey, what you're doing is inappropriate. Preying on those boys' weaknesses, which was just simply wanting a father, wanting a presence of a strong male, someone to look up to. And you use that like handing candy to a baby. You literally used that against those boys, and that's not okay. Because now they're all men, and they have problems with what happened to them, and they're entitled to that. So for you to kind of try to, because even with the recording that Vincent had, when they talked about Levantra, he basically said, let him have it, Larry, like, let Levantra have this. What the are you talking about? What do you mean, let him have it? Did it happen? Like, what do you mean? Because that would have been a conversation with me. Are you kidding me? What you mean, let him have it? No, because it didn't happen, right? Then you need to fight this tooth and nail. Because you my man. Because you my man. Because you my man. What you mean? Did it happen? What you mean? Let him have this? No, he's not going to have this. Because if he was my man, Larry was my man in Levantra percent. Oh no, this needs to be Oh no. What that were? What that were? Because then you got to worry about things like this being tied and tagged to it later. So when Levantra says that he feels like Vincent was, which let me put him back on. Vincent, the one in the picture with Larry I have, when he said that he feels like he was complicit in what happened to him, I agree. Because you were. You absolutely were. You were complicit. You were. And not even at the time that it happened, afterwards. Because again, once you heard what Levantra said, although you could have questioned Levantra yourself, you could have easily asked Levantra what happened. You didn't want to hear anything about it. You don't want to hear any details. You don't want to hear any of that because they about your man. You didn't want to see your man in that light. That's what that were. That's it. That's it. You didn't want people, basically, people looking at your man as somebody, because in your mind, I don't care what, in his mind, how he was explaining it, he and Larry was going together. They were going together. They were a couple. Like he says that he slept with Larry for 13 years. So throughout that 13 years, and my girl, he felt like that Larry was, he had an image to protect. And he was also Larry's executive assistant. And that image, he was going to protect it. That's why he didn't do no digging. He didn't hit Levantre up. He didn't just simply call Levantre like, hey, did dot, dot, dot. He didn't do none of that. Because he was with Larry. Not because Larry proved that Levantre wasn't telling the truth or anything. No, not because of none of that. Just simply because I was sleeping with him. He was my man at the time. Trash. Absolute trash. So yeah, you can try it. You can try it, but you're not getting over my head. You're not getting over my head, sir. You try. There is another shout out to Culture Bites. Shout out to her for being a member for 9 months. She says, happy to be a part of the Uncheckable. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. And also shout out to S2X Fam for becoming a member as well. And I'm a girl. So yeah, y'all, I have to get out of here. I Zoom because I have some other work to do. But I may come back and talk about Monique. So I love you guys. I'm gonna cut this because it's at an hour and a half. Again, I don't like my videos being too long. And then we will be back on this because I want to go over Tasha K's interview with Lester, the accuser. So yeah, I want to talk about that, girl. And I'm gonna be unbiased. So Tasha, girl, you better have them together, girl. Please like and subscribe. I will be back because, like I said, I'm just here to be messy. I'm not here because I don't think I care about is Levantre, and I've been caring about Levantre. It shows. We've even spoke to him. Shout out to him. He's been on the platform, all of that. So I've always cared about Levantre, always still for Levantre. Shout out to Levantre and his family. Him and his brother, shout out to his brother, love his brother down. All of them are amazing people. Levantre has an amazing family. So I've always rocked and rolled for him, stood for him, put my reputation on the line for him, all of that, and will continue. So unlike some people. So and when I say unlike some people. So yeah, so we actually put our reps on the line because Larry is very so much Sue happy, and we all risked our platforms, all of that to stand for Levantre, something you never have done, and you're not doing it now. You're not. Shout out to people like Tasha K and others that have helped Levantre's story get out there. Okay, I will see y'all on the next show. Until then.